Hello, Namaskar, Vanakkam. My name is Sudhir. You're watching Study with Sudhir, your own digital classroom. This video, as part of the SWS Natu series for the year 2024, I'm going to tell you about how to write a descriptive essay. Now, let me say this right at the outset that I generally advise students whose vocabulary is not very good, whose descriptive skills are not very good, not to attempt a descriptive essay, because descriptive essay really calls for description using the five excuse me, I'm very sorry, the five senses. So you need to kind of dwell upon the sense of sight, sound, touch, smell, feel. You need to incorporate all that into your descriptive essay. So if you're not very good at it, I don't really advise my students to go for it. And I do generally believe that the descriptive essay in both ICSE class 9 and 10 and ISC class 11 and 12 is by far one of the toughest essays to write. Okay, so what you could do, and I'm going to show you two of my descriptive essays in order to give you an idea about how to structure it. How it's not as though it's very difficult. I do know a lot of students who like to attempt a descriptive essay, and sometimes actually they do a very good job of it. But what is it that you need to do? So, because many a times students get confused between a narrative and a descriptive essay, whereas the two styles are very different and the kind of topics you get are also very different. So, what should your approach be? One, you could do is to buy this book as soon as possible. You get this between 6 to 7 working days. This is for ICSE class 9 and 10 in terms of the word length, but in terms of the style and the kind of topics that I have written on, it includes essays that even ISC class 11 and 12 students will find useful, are finding useful. Sometime I should show you this kind of complimentary messages that I've got in response to this book. So this contains all kinds of essays which you should buy in order to know what is the style that you need to adopt, how you should start, how you should conclude, how should the body of the essay be like. So you could go to studywithsudhir.com, our website, click on courses, and there you will find that and this particular link, and you could order the book. You'll get a tracking message as soon as the book is dispatched by the courier company. Alternately, you could go download our app from Play Store, and there you could go to the store, click on store. There you will find the book when you scroll down, and you could order the book. This is something which I strongly recommend. So now let's look at a couple of descriptive essays that I have written. All the essays here are written by me. So it's not, taken from here and there. They're original content written for the book, for the purpose of the book. So let's get started by looking at a couple of descriptive essays, which will give you an idea about how to approach this format of essay writing. Okay, so as part of the SWS Natu series 2024, descriptive essays for ICSE and ISC. The first topic is you accompany your brother. So you are a character in the essay. You accompany your brother to the badminton training session and spend 1 hour watching all the children practice. Describe what you see and the impact it has on you. So please understand the question, the different elements that are there as part of the question that has been posed to you. It is a ritual. It is a ritual. So you see, I am kind of making it seem like work is worship by using the word ritual. So it shows that I take this very, very seriously. It's a ritual that I've followed for more than a year now. Every morning, I accompany my younger brother, Vishnu, as I told you also in the video on narrative essays. Always name. It really helps. To the Galaxy Badminton Academy. So I'm also naming the academy. You could put this also in caps. Over the next hour, I watch the talented children hone their skills while trying to catch up on my studies at the same time, which means that I am studying, sitting on the sidelines, while my younger brother Vishnu is practicing. I love doing this because as I sit in the stands, observing the children on the court, practicing their shots and honing their skills, I'm inspired by their dedication and passion for perfection. The first thing they do is to warm up. So now I'm going to describe all that happens and see while I describe how I bring in the different senses. They warm up, a ritual that takes about 15 minutes. The physical trainer keeps a keen eye to ensure there is no lethargy, because if an athlete starts playing without proper warm up, he could incur a serious injury. The children enjoy the session, laughing and smiling. So this is the sense of sight. The youngsters turn a different beast. Now, beast word has not been used in negative sense. It shows that they get very aggressive and action oriented. Once they step on court, they are full of dynamism and fast movement. The coaches coach them with an eye given attention given to every minute detail. They tell them the need to understand how their body moves, how to follow the flight of the shuttle, how to leap in the air at the right moment, and how to land correctly on their feet. Badminton is broken down so clinically that I marvel at the kind of professionalism that has seeped into the sport now. So this paragraph gives you a sense about the sport. You are showing your knowledge about your powers of observation. It's a vibrant atmosphere with the sound of shuttlecocks hitting the rackets, playing an orchestra. So the sense of sound coming with the rhythmic footwork of the players. Once every 15 minutes, children take a sip, break to sip. So the sense of, feeling the liquid out there. The energy drinks, wiping the sweat off their brow. Their sweat-drenched t-shirts are a testimony to the hard work they put in, dreaming of the day when they would occupy the podium with the national anthem playing in the background, right? So again, the sense of sound, you're creating an atmosphere. As I watch the children on the court, I notice the camaraderie between them as they encourage and support one another. The impact of this, because the question also asked you about what will be the impact, right? Is profound. It's a daily reminder to me that in any pursuit, be it sports or academics, dedication and hard work are the keys to success. So I've included the senses out here, right? The senses out here, the feel, the sweat and everything, the drinking of the energy drink, the sound of the shuttlecock, the squeaking of the shoes, everything, all these elements, and of course, whatever is being seen is all being spoken out there. The next essay, the descriptive essay, is you have lived in your ancestral home since birth. The house is to be sold so that flats may be built. Give a description of the house, sweet memories associated with it, and emotions and feelings on leaving it. So the first one, if you see, it's not as though I've used very bombastic words, but the whole idea is to be able to transport the examiner and make him or her feel that you are inside a badminton academy. The next one. For as long as I remember, my ancestral home in Palakkad in Kerala. So I'm giving it a geographical location. It really helps because it lends an element of realism to your essay. Has stood like a timeless sentinel bearing witness to the ebbs and flows of life. Life goes on. Now, this is a sophisticated language, which even if you don't use, it's perfectly all right. I just thought in the intro, you kind of, because this one is about emotion. That one was about action and description. This one is also about description, but it also has an element of emotion in it. The ancestral abode, again, just like there, I use the word ritual. Here I'm using the word abode. Abode is used again for something divine. So I am making it like, home is like a temple. This ancestral abode is a piece of history because it was built by my ancestors. So it has been existing for many years. And each brick in that house tells a story about a previous generation. The house exudes, means it kind of shows its blend of traditional architecture because it's been built many years ago, and modern amenities. It also has modern gadgets, and therefore it's like a fusion of the old and the new. So you see, because it's about emotion, it's about talking about a time in the past. So your language has to convey that, which is why I said for descriptive essays, your vocabulary, your ability to describe is very important. If you do not have that quality in your writing, don't attempt a descriptive essay. However, time is an unstoppable force because now you are selling it and change is inevitable. The decision to sell our ancestral house to make way for modern apartments or flats is a tough pill to swallow. I mean, we don't like it, but that's what we have been forced to do with the passage of time. The house that has been a witness to our joys and sorrows and provided shelter and comfort for generations, 3, 4, 5 generations, is now at the cusp of transformation. It is going to be transformed into multi-storied apartments. But the transformation goes beyond change in brick and mortar. As you step in through the age-old wooden doors, I don't know if you have seen, but I have seen my ancestral home, which we sold off when it was about 82 years old. You see, those doors will be thick doors. There will be a lot of carving in those doors. Those doors are made of teak wood, so they are very strong, good quality wood, not like the kind of wood that you find used in today's modern day apartments. The first thing that embraces you, the fragrance. Now I'm talking about the sense of smell, and how I'm introducing it. I'm introducing it through jasmine. I'm talking about memories. That plant was planted by my great grandmother. The sprawling courtyard adorned with vibrant rangoli, the sense of sight. During festivals has heard, and since I'm using an Indian word, that's why I put it in single quotes, has heard our laughter, the sense of sound as young kids, and the incessant chatter of family gatherings when everybody got together, the relatives, everybody, a lot of sound and chatter during auspicious occasion. The walls seasoned with years of love and care have stories of familial bonds etched within them. So you are kind of creating an emotional story. During Onam, which is the festival in Kerala, which happens in the month of August, usually, the entire house would come alive with 1,000 lamps. During the monsoon, the sound of raindrops, again the element of sound, tapping on the window panes would lull us to sleep, a comforting melody. The kitchen, now you're talking about the sense of taste, the heart of the home, witness the creation of tasty dishes passed down through generations. The aroma, the sense of smell of spices in my mother and grandmother's cooking would fill the air, promising a feast of flavors. Even now, the taste of those family recipes transports me back to the warmth of my ancestral home, leaving behind the echoes of our laughter. The pencil marks, do you know? I don't know if you do it now. Uh, जब काफी सारे बच्चे होते थे एक फैमिली में, you would put the height, you would measure them every month on the first of every month and see how much have they grown taller by. So you would have all those pencil marks. That's why I've included it in this essay. The pencil marks of our growth on the walls and the memories woven into every nook and cranny feels like the bidding farewell to a part of myself, because that was a part of my childhood. So saying goodbye to this house is like saying goodbye to a part of myself. So you see, your need to create that emotion, because emotion is at the heart of this particular essay's topic. The prospect of moving to a new chapter is daunting, yet it brings the promise of creating new memories and embracing new experiences as you move ahead. So you're kind of looking forward at looking ahead to the future. As I stand in the courtyard, feeling the gentle breeze, so the sense of, touch cares my face, I silently thank this ancestral house because it has been a protector. It has also taught you many things. It has been a friend. So you kind of end on an emotional. So descriptive essay may, to understand the feel of the topic is very important before you get started with it. That's my advice to all ICSE and ISC students. So I hope this episode of the SWS Natu Natu series 2024 has been of use to you. Please write in to let me know, because I do believe that essays you can score very high, but my only suggestion to you is that please do practice, because if you think कि essay में exam hall में जाके लिख लेंगे, नहीं होगा, mental block हो जाएगा. Your words will not come. You will have a writer's block out there and you will struggle to put words to paper. So that's what I have to say. Thank you very much for watching.